All right, thank you everyone for jumping on to tonight's weekly Zoom call. We actually have Baba that is going to take over in a second and share more about prospecting. About prospecting. And so this was something that a few people have come to us and asked us for suggestions on. I did a live about it. I feel like it was maybe 2 months ago on our team page about how I prospect, and I wanted to get a different person's opinion on how they prospect, because we all do our businesses very differently. We all find people differently. And so I feel like you guys hear from me quite often. And so I wanted to share I wanted Baba to share her tips. Baba, if you don't know, has recently moved from Alice to Darwin, so has relocated. And I don't think she knew anyone. I mean, she'll tell you her side of the story, but she's had to learn how to prospect in her area and how to meet new people. So, Baba, the time is yours.
Hey guys, hey GBT fam. So yeah, as Cindy was saying, my name is Baba. This is my husband Atta, who's gonna be he's my sidekick. He's gonna pinch me every time I talk too fast, because I tend to do that a lot. So yes, so as Cindy said, we used to live in Alice Springs. We moved to Darwin about 3 months ago. 3 months ago, and so I had to learn to try and pivot and find a new way of meeting new people and growing my network and all that jazz, and prospecting in a completely new area. So I'm going to share my slideshow. Just share my screen. Can you guys see that? Yep. Okay, awesome. I'm just going to dive straight into it, guys. Play from start. Okay. All right, guys, just bear with me as I figure this out. Okay, so prospecting in a new area. So just so you know, this is how, this is my way of prospecting, and there's millions of different ways that you can prospect where you are, but this is what works for me. Sorry, guys, just getting people in. But this is what's worked for me and what I've worked, I find works around my anxiety. So if you don't know, that's something that it's a condition that I have, and my husband knows. A lot of times it affects me a lot, even with fear stopping me from doing things that I want to do. So in saying that, it doesn't matter what level you're at, you still go through all those, like those, what's the word? Those hurdles or bridges that you sort of have to climb over and get over throughout your journey in Scentsy. So go on to the next screen. So this is what I find works for me, sample packs. I don't know if you guys have, some of you have probably seen me share this. I know my team has seen me share this all the time. So sample packs, what are they? Again, I'm gonna have to make my screen smaller, sorry, so you can see it. So sample packs, to me, it's a way for me to introduce my fragrance business to new people. It's a way of me saying hello without saying hello to people in person. Because like I said, who's not on mute? I suffer from anxiety. So I try and work my business around, not around to avoid certain things, but this is what works so far. Sorry. It's a way for me to plant seeds as well with people who don't know what Scentsy is, or people who used to like Scentsy and they're wanting to find out more about it again. It's a way to get scents under noses. As you guys know, we always say in Scentsy, it's just getting our testers and our scents under people's noses, and they pretty much, Scentsy sells itself. It's a great way to share the opportunity when you're able to put some information in those sample packs. It's a great way to grow my network, especially being in a new area and a new place. It also helps me to get out of my comfort zone and fight those fears, the anxiety of, oh my goodness, having to meet people, you know, face to face. It's like, oh, I don't want to do that. I do a lot of it online. So I'll show you guys how I do that as we go on. And then it's also a fun way to meet new people, with taking away sort of like the awkwardness of just sort of going up to people and start, you know, talking. I'm not sort of person to be like, oh my gosh, you've got amazing shoes, and then starting a conversation. Like, it takes a lot for me to be able to do that. So I find this is why I love this. This is what works for me in my business. Going to the next screen. Okay, so this is how I advertise my sample packs. I do it on Facebook Marketplace. So I've got 2 examples here. These are ads that I still have up. So the first one is pretty simple. I don't try and overcomplicate it. I've just got, you've got the flyer that says, you know, information about the new catalog. And then in my description, I've just got never tried Scentsy before. Message me for your free sample pack. Can be posted or collected. And then this is one of my first sample packs. I wanted to show you guys this because this is where I was OTT too much. And I used to use so much money, spend so much money on all the things. And these are customers that I know, people who I know, I don't even know. I don't know if they're going to come back to purchase from me. So earlier on, I learned to simplify things. This is what I started with, my first ever sample packs I advertised on Marketplace. And so now, after wasting a lot of money and just, you know, realizing that simple is the best option or the best way, I've now learned to change things and just think in simpler terms.
The screen's not changing.
Oh, is the screen not changing, guys? Oh, sorry. I'm not even reading the comments. Okay, I'm gonna stop share. Stop share, and then I'll share it again, and then hopefully that'll work. Sorry, guys. I'm not even reading the comments. Share. Is that working? Can you guys see? Yeah, okay. I can flip back to the beginning. Sorry, guys. I'll flip back to the beginning so you guys can take some notes of what I was reading through just before. So these are my 2 examples of what I put on. I've just got a notification saying participants can now see what your screen. So these are the 2 examples of what I have on Marketplace at the moment. So my first one is on the right, where you can see just a million different samples. And then on the other side, I've just got something simple saying, do you want samples and new, the current catalog, etc. So again, I've learned now to only go sort of OTT for my returning customers and customers that are loyal to me. And if it's new customers, then keeping it simple, because you don't want to be spending millions of dollars on people who, you don't even know if they'll come back or they're going to be repeat customers. So we'll go on to the next screen. So sample pack contents, okay? So this is what I finally, after almost 3 years in Scentsy, I finally learned to simplify. And this is what I have in mind. So I have the new fragrance stickers, the oil stickers. I have a rack card. So I actually bought these like a year and a half ago, and I never used them. I got it when it was Scentsy. I think Vistaprint had a sale for like 50% off, and I've got heaps of these. I don't like what I've written on it, but I just use it anyway because it's pretty and colorful, and people like colors. I also have the product list. Very simple. I don't give them a catalog because remember, these are new people that I've just sort of met online who are showing interest, but I don't know if they're going to come back. So I'm not going to spend, how much are the catalogs? Are they like $1.50 or something each? Whereas this is, the product list, it's like $4.50 for a pack of 50. So definitely product list. Then I have my business card. Everyone, if you don't have one, it's okay. You can just print write your information on a postcard or something. And then I have, like I said, I don't put a catalog in there. So I just print a simple QR code, and my customers are able just to, these potential customers are able just to scan that and go direct to my e-catalog on my website, which is a good thing because it takes them straight to your website as well. And then I've got, what have I got there? Event invite. My husband's telling me to slow down. So what I have, so I've just, as you can see, I've just typed this on normal paper, nothing fancy. And I've just got, congratulations, you have been invited to play our free online Scentsy bingo. Text the word bingo and your email address to this number. I'll put my mobile and I will send you your bingo tickets and the program. Are you ready to win some free Scentsy? And all I'm doing for my prizes, guys, remember, because these are potential new customers, it's just samples. I'm not sending them product. I'm just going to be making samples. And then from that, be able to also ask them for reviews from winning those samples. So right there, I've created a way to get more information, because I've gotten their Facebook from my Facebook ad. And then because I've added my mobile, they're going to send me their email address. They'll text me that I'll have their mobile number because they've texted me. So I'll have their name, their, their email address, and then their mobile. So I've got all those forms of contact now. And then of course, confetti, because everybody likes color. I think my first person, I only had one customer so far who's gotten back to me, and she just loved confetti. She's saying her kids were laughing when she opened it up and everything just went everywhere until they had to clean it up. So make it fun, but it's cheap, right? So I think I bought this for like 50 cents from Kmart a year ago.
Just explain to them why we use these.
Oh yeah, sorry. So that just reminded me, the stickers, I love the samples where you chop up or you can make them fancy, but in Darwin or NT, everything melts. Like it's always over 35 degrees here. So the stickers have been a godsend for me. I never used to use them because I like pretty stuff, but it just didn't make sense here. And these are so much cheaper. And they're available on the consultant store. However, if you use the wax and what's it called, the little felts, they're just as good as well. Yeah, but I've finally converted after 3 years to stickers. Next one. Sorry guys, if you're asking questions, I'll go back to it at the end because I'm just sort of trying to get through this. Okay, so the to-dos. With your samples, oh, someone's coming in. With your samples, so it's taken me a long time to get to this stage. I used to just send out samples and not have a follow-up system. It was a waste of money, really. Am I?
Sorry.
Or not? Oh, okay, here you go. I didn't have a sample, like a follow-up system. So that is vital if you do start doing this, if you want to prospect this way. So you have a bulk sample log, and then you have a customer log. So you make sure you have their name, all their information, address, email, mobile, and then correspondence. So then you know when the last time you caught up with them or the last time you sent samples to them, etc. Decide what to put in your sample packs. Don't fluff around, get those scents under noses. That's my problem, is I want to be all fancy, and then, you know, by the time I get to do it, I don't want to do it. And then I might tell my husband, which is why he's here, because I'm always like to him, can you please kick me up the bum, make sure I deliver these, because I make them and then they just sit in my office. Like, that is not smart, right? You're not making money by having your testers just sitting or lying around in your office or somewhere at home. You have to try and get them out and get them under noses. Ask for referrals when following up. So remember, we've got all their contact details. And, you know, if you don't ask, you'll never know. Do you know anyone who loves fragrance who might also like a free sample pack that, you know, I'm happy to give to them and they can pass it on, right? So growing your network, and then build. This is the main one, which has taken me 3 years, well, 2 years, because I started doing this last year. Build relationships with your customers. Again, you have all this contact information and you have to learn to build those relationships. Just wanting people just to come on board and, you know, just to purchase from you, and you don't even have, you know, just a simple text, you know, to say, hello, how are you? Like, there's so many amazing friendships I've built with my customers now sorry, people keep coming. Can you admit them? Yeah. There's so many beautiful friendships that I now have because of our customers, and you guys, I'm pretty sure know that. And it's so important to build those relationships. So then, you know, not only can you, you know, maybe one day they'll be blessed with the same opportunity that we have now, but you know, even if they don't become what's it called, your teamies, but those friendships are just amazing, and they help you through, you know, all walks of life. Next page. Oh, sorry. Yoda? Yeah. And then pretty much that's what I wanted to share. I wanted to finish up on this quote, only because I know how, with my anxiety, how hard it can get when you start things and you don't finish them because of that fear that always creeps in. So you can't calm the storm, so stop trying. What you can do is calm yourself and the storm will pass. So Atta over here is the person that helps me calm my storms. And then he helps me just get out there and get things delivered. Probably should have mentioned these, the normal envelopes. These are $1.10 to send in the mail. So when I send my envelopes, I just have like a little sticker in the back where it says, "To new mail could smell this good." I just print them out, cut them out, and stick them on. It's no fancy sticker or anything. It's a picture I found on Pinterest, and it's thin. So all those things that I said I add in my sample packs. Oh, I'm just trying to get them on. So that's how they look, everything together. And $1.10, I would much rather spend to send these sample packs. Oh, you can deliver them because a lot of them are locals anyway for us. But we have dramas when we deliver because I don't know how to read a GPS. He goes crazy. The kids are crying in the back. So we've done that a couple of times with deliveries and we've given up. So I'd rather just post and keep my sanity. Yeah, so it's $1.10. If you send the catalogs, they're a lot bigger. They cost a lot more. I think it's like $7 or $6. Like I said, if it's repeat customers who I know want a catalog, I'm willing to go out of my way to send that to them. Another important thing I should share, I'll stop share. Oh, actually, I'll just go to the front so you guys, beginning, so you guys can, if you guys want to copy that, you can. Another important thing I wanted to share is that I've been able to gain, so from these sample packs and prospecting on Facebook Marketplace and buy swap sale pages, because remember you can advertise free sample packs. Guys, you can't sell them, they have to be offered for free. I was able to gain 2 new teamies here in Darwin. So they were my first ever sample packs that I had actually advertised here when we first arrived. And one of those teamies, I signed up on the host exclusive kit. And the other one just, she was happy to join on the 150 kit. So this has worked for me. I probably would have a lot more teamies if I had my follow-up system earlier, but you know, you go and you learn. So this is one way that I prospect that works for me. I've had to do a lot of changes here and there, but I love this because, yeah, I find it hard to talk to people straight up, but this is sort of a way to start the conversation. Anyways, hopefully if there's any questions, I'll go back and have a look. Sorry, guys. Yeah. I'll go back. Any questions, guys? What's a RAT card? So I don't even know what a RAT card is, to be honest. So this is what my one looks like. It's just got a picture of my kids. It says, "Thank you, about us, joined August 2018." And I've got when we promoted to, you know, the different titles, and then what trips that we've earned. And then I've got CNC is real. If you're wanting to know more about this opportunity, reach out to us, or if you know someone, send them our way. And then I love it because of the colors. I love colorful, happy, joyful, bright colors. So I think a RAT card is when, I think it just means when you can just talk about yourself, really put information about you. That's how I think a RAT card is. So hopefully that answered your question. Anything else? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to see if there's any more questions. I think that's it, Cindy.
Yeah, thanks, Baba. I actually love that. So I'm going to be messaging you. I feel like you need to put the sticker file up on the GBT page. You also need to put your follow-up system up on the GBT page. I loved, okay, so I had a light bulb moment tonight. I never thought about using the stickers. And when you're like, I send them out for $1.10, I was like, okay, my excuse of it's too expensive to send out in the mail is gone. Like, that's not an excuse. It's not valid anymore. I was like, that's brilliant. Why have I never thought of that? And what I love too is thank you so much for being open about your anxiety and, you know, what holds you back, because we all have different things that holds each of us back. You know, it might not be anxiety for other people. It might be, I don't know, whatever it may be. But Baba has found a way to work around what's holding her back to not stop her from getting out there and sharing the opportunity, but also growing her business. She could have said, you know what, I've moved to a new town. I am just gonna like not worry about it, but she hasn't. She's built her business. And what I also love is that it's completely online. So if you have the fear of meeting people face to face, and that's something that really, I feel like that's probably 95% of people's like reasoning why they don't like to go prospecting. This takes it all away. So I feel like that's no longer a valid reason too. So it was really great. Like I really, really loved it. I loved how simple it was. I loved how simple your ad is. Like, it's just like, if you want a free sample, message me, like simple. So who is going onto the Scentsy Family store and buying all the stickers? Tomorrow morning, Faith is going to wake up and be like, why are all the stickers sold out? Because the GBT had a training and Bubba told us to. That's why. And I also learned what a rap card is. Never heard of it, but to me it sounds like it's like a story or something. So we're also going to go and discover the Scentsy Family, not the Scentsy Family store, the Vistaprint store. And we're all going to figure out what the rap card is probably. So who's going to give this a try? Anyone going to give this a try? I hope you guys are. I know that Bubba actually shared this when she first presented back at, it was like Fast and Fab or something in Brisbane. It was like one of the last events we kind of had face to face. And I remember her standing up and sharing this. And I'm kind of like, this was one of the things, like, I think, what was your all the things list or something? All the things list, and this was one of them. And I remember being like, I gotta do that, guys. I haven't, and now this training has like kicked me up the butt to go and get all the things and start doing this, because it is something that can be working for us while we're at work, while we're with our babies, while we're doing all the other things. If we just come back to our phone and there's a message that says, you know, I want a free sample, $1.10 sent out. Like, amazing. All right, so just quickly before we go, I'm gonna stop the recording, or did I already do that?